Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I would like to welcome you all to this special gathering at the MEA Training and Conference Center in honor of Dr. Tom Enders, previous CEO of Airbus Group. Special welcome goes to His Excellency Prime Minister Najib Mikati, His Excellency Prime Minister Tamam Salam, His Excellency Minister of Public Works and Transportation Mr. Youssef Fenianos, His Excellency Minister Ghazi Al-Aridi, Dr. Tom Enders, his wife Friederike und Familie. Willkommen in Libanon, Herr und Frau Enders. To all the Airbus team present here with us on this special occasion, our distinguished guests, we will begin our ceremony today by running the two videos. The first video will be about Dr. Tom Enders, the man who made the difference in the aviation industry through 3 decades. This video was prepared on the occasion of receiving the 2019 Lifetime Achievement Award at the Aviation Week Laureates Awards. The second video will be about MEA and Airbus long-term partnership. Again, I would like to welcome you all, and I wish you a special, pleasant, celebrating lunch. Thank you.
It is not common for CEOs of large companies to jump out of aircraft in mid-flight, but here is Tom Enders enjoying the free fall after having just disembarked safely from an Airbus A400M. He is more than just your usual CEO, as you may have guessed by now. He also took a ride in the Perlin, the glider that achieved an altitude record during a flight campaign in Argentina. Enders and Airbus have come a long way since he was co-CEO of EADS, as its parent company was then known. That there were then 2 CEOs, one French, one German, shows how political EADS once was. It also reveals what an uphill climb Enders faced in remaking Airbus by reducing government interference, integrating siloed operations, and pursuing investor-focused strategies. One critical milestone was the 2006 launch of the A350. Enders was skeptical initially, but later supported the project, which has become of paramount importance now that the A380 program is shutting down. Another milestone was the launch of the re-engined A320neo, which bucked conventional wisdom that Airbus and Boeing would develop new narrow-bodies from scratch. The neo broke Boeing's monopoly with American Airlines and forced the company into a speedier but far less revolutionary re-engining of the 737. Meanwhile, the A321neo has enjoyed phenomenal sales success. Enders also has strived to make Airbus more international, greenlighting the opening of assembly lines in China and Mobile, Alabama, to turn out A320 family jets. And he scored a major coup for Airbus by acquiring control of Bombardier's C-Series program at no cost. That jet, rechristened as the A220, has added a cutting-edge narrowbody to the lower end of Airbus's product portfolio. In January, Enders was on hand in Mobile to break ground on a US A220 assembly line. As he prepares to hand over the reins of a company he left an indelible mark on, and for his enduring contributions to the aviation and defense industries for 3 decades, Aviation Week editors honor Tom Enders with a 2019 Lifetime Achievement Award.
2008, Middle East Airlines took delivery of its first Airbus A330 aircraft with a new logo, the cedar reflecting the colors of the Lebanese flag. In 2012, MEA signed the agreement to buy 10 aircrafts equipped with the latest technologies to be delivered successively starting from 2018. In recognition of MEA's unfailing loyalty and as a token of appreciation, Airbus handed over to Middle East Airlines its landmark 5,000th Airbus A320 with manufacturer serial number MSN 5000 in the presence of Tom Enders, Airbus Group President and CEO.
وعلى هذا الأساس طائرة 10320 أيضا خصصتها إيرباص للميدل إيست إيرلاينز.
I would like to thank everybody from Airbus.
By getting to this magic number, I believe Airbus is showing the sign of excellence in the production, and I hope they will continue to have success.
Thousands and thousands of employees of Airbus all over Europe, as a matter of fact all over the world, who've been working hard for decades on this family. People who work day in, day out, who work on weekends, believe it or not, who work on holidays to turn out this great aircraft. A big thank you to all the dedicated employees of Airbus who work on the 320 family. All the best with this latest addition to your fleet, and Mohammed, many, many happy landings. Thank you very much. We know a lot of airlines all over the world, but there's hardly one, I can figure of none actually, that has the tenacity, the perseverance, the energy and the boundless optimism we can observe with Middle East Airlines in the last 4 or 5 decades.
I would like to invite MEA Chairman Director General Mr. Mohammed Hout to the podium to deliver his speech.
Your Excellency Prime Minister Najib Miati, Your Excellency Prime Minister Tamam Salam, Your Excellency Minister Yusuf Fenianos, Your Excellency Minister Ghazi Aridi, dear distinguished guests. My dear friend Tom, what an honor it is to have you, your lovely wife Frederica, your family and the Airbus team here in the MEA Training and Conference Center. We are here today to celebrate the long-term standing relationship between Middle East Airlines and Airbus, and to thank my dear friend Tom for his continuous support and for believing in MEA. Back in 2006, Tom Enders led Airbus out a major crisis. Since then, aircraft deliveries have doubled and backlog reached over 7,000 aircraft. No wonder Airbus share price was multiplied by almost 5 times during history. In addition to all of your achievement, Tom, you became a role model and a source of motivation in the airline industry. You showed us how to overcome every obstacle when you said we want it to happen. On a personal level, I am proud to say that I learned a lot from your expertise and your leadership skills. I'm glad to be here with the Lebanese leaders who stood by MEA in the last 2 decades and who knew Tom Enders closely. His Excellency Prime Minister Najib Mikati, who encouraged and supported without hesitation the purchase of the first 6 A321 back in 2002. He also honored Tom at the Grand Sarai and awarded him the National Order of the Cedars Commended Grade in 2012. His Excellency Prime Minister Tamam Salam, who honored Tom in 2014 at his historical house in Msaitbe, where his father, the founder of MEA, Saeb Baik Salam, has lived. Minister of Public Works and Transportation, His Excellency Yusuf Finianos, a strong supporter of MEA and Airbus partnership. His Excellency Mr. Ghazi Al-Aridi, a faithful friend who was on MEA side at all times and present with MEA family in all occasions. His Excellency Governor Riyad Salami, who sent you his best regard. Unfortunately, he is out of the country today. Back in 2002, Airbus confirmed its commitment to support our national flag carrier through the direct financing of our first purchased A321 right after the implementation of the restructuring plan, where it was not easy at all to finance the deal from international banks. This relationship continued through time, but was brought to another level with the arrival of Tom as Airbus president. He designated the A320 family MSN 5000 to MEA, as well as the MSN 10000, which will be delivered next year. Tom did not care for the size of MEA. He treated our national airline in a distinguished way. He even prioritized it to other big airlines and was among us during the delivery of many of MEA aircraft, which is something unusual for him. Here, we are today happy to announce that MEA has purchased 37 Airbus airplanes since 2002 with the best commercial conditions. Under Tom's leadership, Airbus launched the A320neo, which became a major success in this industry. MEA was one of the first to order the A320neo in 2012. Later on, Airbus launched the A330neo. Again, MEA ordered this aircraft. And recently, Airbus launched the A320XLR. Well, this time MEA was the first to order this aircraft and was announced as the A321XLR airline launching customer in Paris Air Show. Keeping a young and a luxurious fleet is one of MEA's strategies. Today, the average age of MEA fleet is only 8 years, with the delivery of 11 A321neo in 2020-2021, 4 A330neo in 2021, 4 A321XLR in 2023, the current fleet will be fully renewed with a capacity increase of 20%. This wouldn't have happened without the close cooperation of Airbus commercial team. The mastermind of Airbus commercial success, John Leahy, former Chief Operating Officer Customers at Airbus. Christian Scherer, the current Chief Commercial Officer at Airbus. With Christian, we launched the first fleet renewal in 2002 and were hand by hand and patiently able to overcome the political and financial obstacles we faced to finally close and implement the deal. My brother, Habib Faqih, former president of Airbus Group Africa and Middle East, who is also the first person I met from Airbus 22 years ago, and he is the man that introduced me and introduced Airbus to me. Hadi Akoum, Vice President Africa and Levant, who never gave up and made every effort to convince MEA to purchase Airbus aircraft, which he describes always as the best. And finally, Fuad Attar, former Managing Director, Airbus Middle East. Together, we shared unforgettable moments in the history of MEA. When I look at our relation, I see nothing but trust, achievement, and long-term friendship. I will leave the floor to my dear friend, the Minister of Public Works and Transportation, Mr. Youssef Finyan.
Hello, everyone. We are gathered today to honor a great friend to Lebanon and a successful pioneer in aviation. Our celebration comes after his retirement from Airbus to symbolize the big respect, loyalty, long-term, sincere relation that Lebanon and MEA holds to its partners, which extends far beyond the business relation. Tom Enders, during his term as a chief executive of Airbus, has succeeded in transforming Airbus Industries to a distinguished international company in the aviation industry. Tom has changed the company governance by simplifying its structure and limiting the government political influence. طبعا هذا الكلام مش مقصود في رؤساء الحكومات السابقين. Airbus then became a successful model under the sole authority in decision-making to its board of directors and executive management. His remarkable achievement shall remain a model to follow all over for years to come. MEA has adopted a similar model for the airline restructuring, which turned it into a great company today. This proven successful business model should be widely followed in Lebanon. Tom Enders believed in Lebanon's educational position, empowered and supported the launching of MEA Training and Conference Center, and aimed at making it part of Airbus training centers to serve the customers worldwide. Following his visit with top-level executive of Airbus to MEA Training Center construction site, Tom said, "I didn't expect to see in Beirut such a state-of-the-art training center on such a grand scale and beautiful design. It's among the most important training centers I've witnessed around the world." Thank you, Tom. Airbus collaboration in developing this leading aviation academy in the Middle East region will be decisive and will definitely benefit both MEA and Airbus, as well as reflecting positively on Lebanon and the aviation industry. We hope that the Airbus new leadership, and especially the members present among us today, will execute Tom's vision of making this center the regional Airbus training center of the Middle East within the shortest time possible. On this occasion, we honor Tom's greatest vision and career achievement in the aviation industry and equally present a token of pride to his friendship and appreciation for his eminent role in believing and promoting long-term relationship between MEA and Airbus. Finally, allow me to invite Dr. Tom Anders and his beloved wife, Frederick, she is not with us today, Prime Minister Najib Mikati and Tamam Salam and Minister Ghazi Aridi and Chairman Hout to the podium for joining hands with me in the presentation of this memorable symbol. Please.
This medal was presented in recognition of the vision and achievements in the aviation industry of Dr. Tom Anders, former CEO of Airbus Group, and in appreciation of the eminent role in promoting the long-term partnership between Middle East Airlines and Airbus at the MEA Training and Conference Center on October 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, Excellencies, my friend Mohammed, yes, I realize I'm the only one now that's standing between you and a well-deserved lunch, so I'll try to make it short. I didn't know what to expect from this celebratory lunch, so I didn't prepare anything, so I'm say a few words off the cuff. First of all, as always, when Mohammed organizes something, it's completely over the top. So say, I'm humbled, I'm very honored, but I'm very humbled also to be today here in the presence of prime ministers, past and present, gentlemen who have contributed so much to the development of Lebanon over the last couple of decades and contributed, as we heard from Mohammed, particularly to the very positive development of MEA. Secondly, I want to stress the fact, Mohammed mentioned a few names here, that of course the man at the top is not everything in a company. He's supposed to give vision, he's supposed to support the rank and file in the company, but it's the people that work with him, it's the team that really makes it work. No different in my case, obviously. So with all the achievements that were shown here and overdone a little bit, I'd like to stress that fact. And I want to single out one man here, and that's Habib Feki. And Habib, I want you to stay up here. I single out Habib because he was, for me, and as we heard, for the relationship with Mohammed and MEA more than 20 years ago, he was, so to say, the starting point. Without him, I think that would not have happened. When I came to lead Airbus, it was Habib who educated me about the intricacies and complexities, if I may say, in the Middle East and Lebanon particularly. Well, Lebanon compared to the rest of the Middle East is fairly easy, but it was Habib who did that. It was Habib who introduced me to Mohammed, and the two had already struck a close partnership and friendship over so many years. So all I was doing, and the team around me, was building up on what Habib and his people, Christian was mentioned, done for many years already with MEA. MEA, I heard that today again from one of our operational executives here, Valerie Manning, is still, when it comes to performance, all the important indices, is one of the best airlines, not just in the Middle East, but in the world. It may be a rather small fleet, but it's run absolutely excellent. And what I have always admired with Mohammed and his team, I wouldn't say everybody can run an airline, but to run an airline under the challenges of Lebanon, the resilience that you have shown and MEA has shown over so many years with so many expected and particularly unexpected challenges and difficulties is just amazing. Well, I promised you to be short. I have no class here, but I want to bring a toast to MEA. Oh, here. Okay, great. Thanks. So here's a toast to MEA and its great chairman and CEO, and I have no doubt, I must be careful here because I'm the former CEO of Airbus. I can't commit Airbus anymore, but I have no doubt that this relationship will endure and will flourish also in the future. Here's to MEA and Mohammed El Hout.